What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Alex here for Impact. We are live with round number 4 here tonight. We've got Jesse on Eldrazi Breaker against Gabe on Green Black Yawgmoth. We've seen both of these players tonight, and they are meeting now in the finals. So shout out to them to get back on camera. Looks like Jesse's going to start with revealing a Devourer of Destinies here to begin the game. But thanks for joining us. Make sure if you're watching live, check us out every Friday and hit that follow button. We stream Fridays at 7 p.m. Central. And here's a Chalice of the Void on 1. Pretty good. Both these players do know what each other's playing, so all things are equal here. I do not have comms on the players, so I am kind of just in the dark here. And it looks like our my goodness. Our video's now starting to get a little choppy and laggy. So here's a Glaring Fleshraker, though, for Jesse. So that is a pretty darn good 1-2 punch to start the game. Here's Gabe. Got a 2-drop, it looks like. What's it going to be? Double Swamp. Or Double Forest. Double Forest. Got an Earthbend 1. And Badgermole Cub is inbound. Here is another Ugin's Lab. 4 mana. And is this going to be a Thought-Knot Seer, or are we going to take care of this Badgermole Cub right here? Looks like we're going to take care of the Badgermole Cub. Going to take that. We're going to trigger, and we're going to scry 2, draw 1. Badgermole Cub. This poor Badgermole Cub hasn't seen much of the battlefield. It is a Lightning Rod for removal. But it'll bite the dust. And here we'll finish resolving. Top. That's not good for Gabe. That is not good for Gabe. That much I know. So top, and he still gets to draw. Figuring it out. And Fleshraker gonna battle. Sorry about the little jumps. I do apologize. I can't do anything about it right now. And it looks like Gabe has left the table. And Gabe is back. Oh, insect tokens. Nice. All right, Eldrazi gonna take down Grist. And here's a Malevolent Rumble. Take a look at the top 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Eldritch Evolution, Badgermole Cub, Forest, and Eldritch Evolution. It's going to be Badgermole Cub. There's a Eldrazi spawn for Gabe. And there's that Badgermole Cub. Earthbend and pass back to Jesse. Finds a basic mountain. It's a good looking mountain. Also, as you notice, if you're watching earlier, Jesse is now wearing an Impact shirt. He said if he was able to win on camera, he'd have to power up, go Super Saiyan, go to the next level, and wear that IGC shirt. So he bought an IGC shirt tonight after his first round. Another Kozilek's command's going to have Badgermole Cub bite the dust. And Gabe just going to take the damage. Makes sense. And pass back. Alrighty. Back to Gabe. Here's Yawgmoth. But he is a far stretch away from comboing. There's an Eldrazi temple. Gonna buy back the Devour, and that will take down Yawgmoth. Shoot it that betrays in response. Sure, that makes sense. With the activation of Yawgmoth. Yep. Jesse's still like, yeah, this is still happening, though. And Jesse gets to swing the team. Down to 10 goes Gabe. Not looking so hot here for Gabe. Gabe's combos several pieces and certainly nowhere near it right now, especially since that Yawgmoth was dealt with. And here's a Dryad Arbor. And a Walking Ballista. Gabe says go. I assume he said that. I don't actually know. It that betrays Pardue. Or it that heralds the end. I'm sorry. Pardue. So Shinobi gonna attempt to exile the Walking Ballista. And how is Gabe going to respond here? Jesse just pitches that thing real fast in response. Jesse's going to use some mana here, I believe. I like that. He just like threw it off the table. So it, Devour of Destiny gonna come in, smash in here, and Dryad Arbor gonna get a block. And there is Thought-Knot Seer. Let's see your hand, Gabe. Agatha Soul Cauldron, Young Wolf, and Rumble. So we'll take Soul Cauldron. Does get exiled over yonder. And back to Gabe. Another Rumble, it looked like, that Gabe drew. Tomb, Yawg. Marionette. Apprentice. And there's the Apprentice. The Eldrazi spawn from the Bramble, or the Malevolent Rumble. And the Pokemon card from the Apprentice. That heralds the end. Swing them out. So that's how we're blocking. All right, down to 7 goes Gabe. And pass back. Malevolent Rumble. Cauldron. Wolf. Forest. And Walking Ballista. Forest. I think Jesse won? I don't know. Pretty sure Jesse won. Let's kick it to this camera and I'm going to go out and ask. I think Jesse won, though. All righty, kick it back to the booth with me. And yeah, Jesse did get that one. Gabe scooped him up. So, but yeah, I mean, that was pretty rough. That was pretty rough for Gabe, pretty much all game. Just wasn't able to really put anything together. Only really ever had 1 or 2 creatures out at a time. And Jesse just kind of piled it on there, especially at the end. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. This is our last round. So if Jesse wins this one, it'll be the end of our coverage tonight. Make sure to follow so you don't miss out next week. Hey, Mental TCG. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate that. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. I guess you are if you cared to follow. That's awesome. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out some of our other videos. And, of course, hit up impactgamingcenter.gg no matter where you're watching from. So, all right, we're going to kick it over to this other cam as they get set to go into game 2. Gabe will be on the play. Alrighty, looks like these two are just about ready for game number 2. Again, I assume Gabe's going to be on the play here. I'm going to try and reset this life total for him since... Oh, no. When it rains, it pours. Yeah, I can't reset it. That's funny. Oh, my God. Check the life totals. 4113. I think Jesse might have this one. Well, there's a sideboard card. Soul Guy Lantern in Jesse's hand. There we go. Gabe's like, you don't get to start at 41. That'd be crazy. All right. I imagine Gabe's on the play. I don't know. Can't hear him. Oh, did our overhead cams freeze? Well, that's absolutely brutal. Well, this is pretty awkward, folks. I've lost. Jesse's just frozen. Gabe's face cam's still working, but the battlefield is... Wow. All right. Well, I don't know. I mean, if I can't fix this, I don't know what what sense it makes to continue on streaming. No, it's frozen. Huh. Yeah, unfortunately, folks, I don't think I can fix this right now. One other thing I think I might be able to do. Window capture. Alrighty. I mean, this looks way worse because I am screen capping, but there's a thought not seer. It'll do the job, I suppose, to get us through this match. Again, Jesse did win game number 1. Sorry about the quality here, and sorry about all the issues. I'm not sure what's happening here. We definitely need to upgrade this computer at some point. And I can't even check that. Alrighty, so I just got to keep it on there. There's an Agatha Soul Cauldron. Yep, Gabe gets a draw card because the Thought Not Seer died. Jesse does have the Soul Guide Lantern in hand, or in play rather, so Gabe can't just randomly combo off, at least at this point. Makes another insect. Dismember and Kozilek's command. Yeah, sorry, Jesse, if you see this, you're frozen, brother. I can actually. Yeah, it don't matter. Do that. But what's important is Jesse's up a game here. Unclaimed territory. Gonna return Devour of Destinies to the hand and cast it immediately, sacrificing all the things. Grist Goner. And Jesse's gonna pass. Agatha targeting your Thought Not Seer. There's another Grist. Grist sacks the insect made beforehand to get rid of the Devourer. And Jesse going to drop to 15. Oh, is that the Sour of 7 Deaths? I guess 5 mana right now, though. Five is notably not 7. Eat your devourer. Yep. All right, back to Gabe. Well, I don't have comms on him. And I don't know what that card exactly does. So, Chad, if you could help out, that'd be great. Badger mole, badger mole. All right, here we go. We're going to pop. There's a line breaker. Target himself. Attack. The Grist. Dismember the badger mole cub. Got about 17 minutes left on the clock, too, for those who are getting curious. All right, Gabe going to win this one and tie things up. And we're going to kick it to the sideboard if my face cam works. All righty. Looks like it is. All right, so despite... Well, I guess I shouldn't even be on this. What a... Ooh, we are limping to the finish line here tonight. Let's see, is Gabe or Jesse going to be able to cross the finish line and take this one down? Thanks, everybody, for sticking it out with us. I know the visuals in this one have been pretty rough. Let's see how many we got watching. Oh, okay. 22 of you sticking around. We appreciate that. We're going to kick it over to the overhead cam, the impact zone cam, if you will. Stay tuned. We got one more game. Alrighty, let's get set up for game 3, round 4. There is a chalice on 1 on turn 1. Gabe plays a forest and passes back to Jesse. Jesse plays an Eldrazi Temple and a Glaring Fleshraker. Pretty good start. That is a winning first couple of turns there for Jesse for sure. Here is a Mortuary. Getting a Surveil action. Gabe has a Think. Decides he wants to bin the forest. I think that's it might be a swamp. Anyways, unclaimed territory. And here's a Thought-Knot Seer. Wow, just a very, very good first turn. That's going to deal 2 to Gabe. Take a look. Force of Vigor, Grist. Thoughtseize can't be cast. Well, I mean, it can be cast, but it's gonna be Grist. It's gonna be Grist. Marionette Apprentice was there too. Glaring Fleshraker gonna get in the red zone here. Down to 16. Thoughtseize. Oh, and Gabe forgot about the chalice on 1. Plays a Verdant Catacombs. Yeah, this unfortunately might be short work here. Gonna get a Overgrown Tomb. So they got 8 more minutes. Let me go tell them that because time was just called. All right, they got about 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. Time was just called for everyone else, though. I want to give them the amount of time here in the finals. You know, hate to have somebody lose out due to, you know, clock shenanigans. So here is Glaring Fleshraker, Trigger, and a Line Breaker. And this is going to be a ton of damage. And falls down to 2. And that's going to do it. Jesse is the winner tonight. Let's kick it back to the booth here. And congrats to Jesse on taking it down with Eldrazi Linebreaker. Yeah, wow. I mean, Jesse has played in several RCQs. Gotten second, top 8'd. He's a very, very good player. Getting to cross the finish line here tonight with the W. Thank you all so much. Despite all of the technical issues, I appreciate, and we here at Impact appreciate everybody hanging out till the end. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Make sure to hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering singles needs. We appreciate y'all. Until the next time I see you, I've been Alex. We'll catch y'all on the flippy flop. Adios, everyone.